In this video, we're continuing on with the two-step inequalities under Infinite Algebra 1 on the KutaSoftware free worksheets, and we're going to do numbers 9 through 16 in this video, and in the next video, we'll finish out the worksheet with numbers 17 through 24. So let's get started with number 9. In number 9, we have negative 7x plus 7 is less than or equal to negative 56. I'm going to start by subtracting 7 from both sides. That'll leave me with negative 7x is less than or equal to negative 63. Then I'm going to divide by a negative 7. And since I'm dividing by a negative, we are going to flip the inequality. So I'll have x is now not less than or equal to, but it is now greater than or equal to negative 63 divided by negative 7 is a positive 9. So circle and fill in the 9 and then shade in everything to the right of the 9 since x is greater than or equal to 9. Number 10, we have negative 3 times p minus 7 is greater than or equal to 21. I know that 3 can go into 21 evenly, so I'll start by dividing by the negative 3. Again, since I'm dividing by a negative, I'm flipping the inequality. So I'll have p minus 7 on my left is now less than or equal to 21 divided by negative 3 is a negative 7. I'm going to add 7 to both sides to get that p is less than or equal to negative 7 plus 7 is 0 as my solution to this inequality. So I'm going to circle, fill in the 0, and then shade everything to the left. And if you have trouble understanding how to shade or what way to shade, go back to one of my previous videos or go to my tutorials where I explain this concept more in depth. Number 11, we have negative 11x minus 4 is greater than negative 15. I'm going to start by adding 4 to both sides. When I do that, I have negative 11x left on the left-hand side, and that's greater than negative 11 on the right, since negative 15 plus 4 is negative 11. Then I'll divide by a negative 11, remembering to switch or flip the inequality sign since I divided by a negative. We'll have x is less than a positive 1. Circle the 1, but don't fill it in, and then shade everything to the left. Number 12, we have negative 9 plus a divided by 15 is greater than 1. Remember, the numerator and denominator are completely separate, so pretend there's parentheses around the negative 9 plus a. We're going to start by multiplying by 15 in order to isolate the negative 9 plus a. So multiplying by 15 over 1 is the same as multiplying by the whole number 15. And we'll get negative 9 plus a over 1. So negative 9 plus a is greater than 15. Then we'll add a 9 to both sides. That'll leave us with a is greater than a positive 24, since 15 plus 9 is 24. We're going to circle the 24, not shading it in, but shading everything to the right since a is greater than 24. On to number 13. Negative 1 is less than or equal to v minus 2 over 21. We're going to start by multiplying by 21 over 1. This will leave us with a negative 21 on the left-hand side is less than or equal to v minus 2 on the right. Then, when we add by 2, we get that negative 19 is less than or equal to v for number 13. Circle and shade in that negative 19, and since negative 19 is less than or equal to v, we're going to shade in everything to the right. If you were to rewrite this, you would say that v is greater than or equal to negative 19. Number 14, we have negative 132 is greater than 12 times n plus 9. We're going to start by dividing by 12. When we divide by that positive 12, we get that negative 11, since negative 132 divided by 12 is negative 11, is greater than n plus 9. Then we're going to subtract both sides by 9 to get that negative 20 is greater than n. Or you could rewrite this and say n is less than negative 20. Either way is correct. So we're going to find and circle the negative 20, not filling it in, and since negative 20 is the maximum value, we're going to shade in everything to the left. On to number 15, we have negative 11 plus n divided by 15 is less than negative 1. We're going to start by multiplying by a positive 15, or 15 over 1, in order to get the negative 11 plus n by itself. So we'll have negative 11 plus n, and that's going to be less than negative 1 times 15 is negative 15. We're going to add a positive 11 to both sides, so that we'll be left with 0 plus n, which is simply n, and that's going to be less than negative 15 plus 11, which is negative 4. Go ahead, circle the negative 4. Do not fill it in though, since n is only less than negative 4. So shade in everything to the left. And finally, on to our last problem in this video, number 16. We have negative 90 is greater than or equal to negative 5 times the quantity k minus 3. We're going to start by dividing by a negative 5. Negative 90 divided by negative 5 is going to be a positive 18. Positive 18 is going to be not greater than or equal to, but less than or equal to, since we have to switch the inequality because we divided by a negative. Negative 5 divided by negative 5 gives us a positive 1, so we're left with k minus 3 on the right. Add 3 to both sides to get that 21 is less than or equal to k as our answer for number 16. Go ahead, circle the 21, fill that in, and shade in everything to the right since k is greater than or equal to that 21. Remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel.